Hey guys, this is Sneha here from Beauty Lashes 19, and today I'm going to swatch the Urban Decay Electric Pressed Pigments palette. So let's get started. Now I picked up this palette when it was in the Sephora sale section for about $24, which was like half the price because originally the palette was retailing for about $49 and I wasn't sure if I wanted to pay that kind of money for this bright crazy palette. But even now on the Urban Decay website I can see that it's on sale for $24, so if you're interested in picking it up you could just head over there because Sephora is sold out of this palette. And in the UK it's retailing for about £38. Now as from the outer packaging, you can see that it looks exactly like the palette inside, and the back of this outer packaging has both the shades and also the names of the shades, and also a picture of the brush that you get with this palette. Now this is the actual palette, and it's a hard plastic case with magnetic closure. So I really like that about this palette. It's easy to travel with, very sturdy, so it's not going to break or, bend. It's not this flimsy other Urban Decay Naked One material for the outer packaging. So in the back of this palette you do have this actual disclaimer which says that certain shades are not to be used on your eyes, but I've seen many others on YouTube and even on the Urban Decay website using those shades on the eye, so I guess it's a personal choice. I know some of these shades are also meant to stain your eyelids, so be sure to use an eye primer underneath these, just because these are pressed pigments. So let's look at the palette inside. It comes with this giant mirror, full-size mirror, and you get 10 bright colorful shades. Sorry, I've used mine so it's a little crappy. So I'm going to show you a close-up of each of these shades, and then we'll do a single swatch down each of these pans and then onto my arm. So here's a close-up of these shades. The first shade is the silver called Revolt, which is basically a sparkly metallic silver with silver glitter running through it. The shade next to it is Gonzo, which is a matte bright turquoise blue shade with silver micro glitter running through it. Next shade is Slow Burn, which is this red orange matte with micro glitter again running through it. The next shade is Savage, which is a hot matte pink shade. And this last shade on the top row is one of my favorites from the top row, which is Fringe, which is this gorgeous metallic teal shade. From this top row, my favorites have to be the Slow Burn and the Fringe shades. Moving on to the bottom row, we first have Chaos, which is a medium cobalt blue matte shade with micro glitter running through it, but when you swatch it, it looks almost like a matte shade. And this is the shade actually that drove the whole Urban Decay Electric palette manufacture, I guess, or the whole idea, because this shade was initially in the Weiss palette and customers loved it in the Weiss palette, so they really wanted to bring it back. So that's when they came up with this pressed pigment palette. The next shade is Jilted, which is the shimmery pinky purple shade but has a blue shift to it which just looks gorgeous on tan skin. In the middle is probably my favorite shade from this whole palette, which is Urban. It's this metallic purple shade and it is gorgeous. I list my purple makeup look in which I used both Jilted and Urban, and it will be linked as an end card on the screen right now and also in the description box below if you'd like to watch it after this video. The last two shades here are green. The first one is called Freak, which is a moss green shimmer with a gold shift to it. I don't know if you can see the gold shift on camera. And finally you have Thrash, which is a neon lime green or acid green matte with gold micro glitter running through it. So as I move the palette you can see the tiny glitter particles. So yeah, that's again the entire palette. So the three shades they do not recommend using around the eyes is this Slow Burn, this orange shade, and then Urban and Jilted. But I've used Urban and Jilted around the eyes and I didn't have any staining or any issues as long as I used a primer underneath. So let's get into the swatches. Overall, I think I would highly recommend this palette, especially if you're a lover of color and you like really intense color on your eyelids, where you don't have to pack on too much product, and it really saves time because these are super pigmented. So I hope this swatch video was helpful to you guys. If you liked this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and also consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me.